The following program was produced by an independent community producer. The opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of the ECAT staff or board of directors. Lighting for ECAT production provided by the Avery Lee Williams Family Foundation.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Topic Time with Harrison Young. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Topic Time in March. And spring couldn't come fast enough. It's beautiful out tonight. It's not too hot. It's not sunny, but it's pretty mild. And I have an awesome guest today. She's a model. She's down in Rhode Island, the biggest little state in the union. We're going to talk to her, look at some pics. But of course, before we get to her, I got to read these incredible underwriters, and then we will commence per usual. So we have A1 Auto Unlimited in Wareham for all your auto needs, now offering rust coat car protection services. We have new one, Wicked Peaceful Mind, Body, Soul in Plainville. We have X-Drive Motors in West Bridgewater. We have Sharnick Auto Body and Repair in Lakeville. We have Pals Driving School in Middleborough, setting up classes for June and July. Better get on that website. Check that out. We got the Riverside Cafe in Wareham, open 6 days a week, all except Wednesdays, 7 a.m. to 1 p.m. They make the best breakfast from Boston to the Cape, and they have DoorDash delivery. We have Anthony Cycles in Middleborough. We have Johnny Macaroni's Restaurants, 3 locations, 2 in East Bridgewater and 1 in Halifax. We have Brian's Barbershop in Kingston. We have Vineyard Farm in West Bridgewater. We have One Good Credit in Brockton. We have Diesel Plus Unlimited in Whitman. We have Lynch's Towing, Auto, Cycle, and Truck Center in Brockton. 1 number for towing, 1 number for projects. My pal Lynchy there is always in search of new wheels, transportation, scrap metal, anything you do with it. He handles it all in Brockton. We have a new one, Keto Beauty Hair and Skin Lounge in Taunton. We have New England Floorscapes in Middleborough. We have Uplifted Nutrition in Taunton. We have Grip It and Rip It Trading Cards and Video Games in West Bridgewater. We have Omega Pizza in Rentham. Great to have them back. We have the Cornerstone Barbershop in Pembroke. We have Eli's Auto Care in Taunton. We have Countertops Express in North Attleboro, experts in the installation and removal of quartz and granite. We have the Jewelry Salon in South Easton. We have good old Dave's Automotive in Hanson on Route 58. We have Mulberry Frozen Yogurt in Raynham. We have OTMC Automotive Services in Middleborough. We have Doggy Boutique, all breed professional grooming for dogs and cats, run by my great next door neighbor, Debbie Siddell in Brockton. We have Tom Auto in Middleborough. We have Salon Giovanni in Marshfield. We have Grant's Rental in Bridgewater. We have Evan Young Realty, that's my brother, the realtor. We have Kingston Auto Body in Kingston. We have Haven Psychiatric Services right here in room 211 in the building. In Northeastern, we have RW Carpet and Flooring in Norton, covering floors for 50 years. We have DNS Auto Works and Collision Specialists in Abington on Route 58, and we have Joe's Diner in Taunton. And I want to thank you guys very much. And now, Court Lee, how you doing? Thank you for doing my show today.
Hi, I'm great. Thank you so much for having me.
We've been trying to get you on for a while, and yeah, it looks like you're in your bedroom there. It looks very comfortable.
Yes, yeah. This is like the only place in my house I can record. So here we are.
Well, it's okay. Good. At least it's a beautiful room. It looks kind of, it's a little dark, but you'll lighten it up, and that's what matters,
Bam.
Oh, it's okay. Either way, whatever works for you. Okay. Well, all right. Now you're a model. I found you on Facebook about a year ago, and I know you wanted to do the show, and now we're finally making it happen. So what we're going to do, like I do with every guest, is I profile them. I try to find out, how they got to where they're at now. We'll talk about your childhood. Tell me about where you grew up and, what did you aspire to as a child, and we'll work our way forward from that. So let's start with that. Where did you grow up?
I grew up in North Smithfield, Rhode Island.
Okay. Is that the town you're in now, or did you move to a different area?
Yep.
Still North Smithfield. Okay, yeah, it's a nice town, nice area. It's kind of like it's kind of not in the sticks, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
That's the way it should be. That's the way. If you're gonna live somewhere where it's not, nice and quiet if you can.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have to get to the city, you're not that. In Rhode Island, the whole state is basically just a little landmass in the Atlantic Ocean. You got to go to Providence or Pawtucket or whatever. You can go very quickly. All right. Well, what did you do as a child? Were you musical? Did you dance? Did you model then? Tell me about your childhood. What did you do? Big stuff.
So I was definitely musical, where I would like push with my voice. It was very odd. My teacher was like, "Don't do that," and I was like, "Okay." But I was in choir. I was in band. I ditched choir for band. And then I was in band throughout high school, and I
Wow.
even tried it in college, but I didn't like really jive with it, so I kind of dropped band then. But then I started singing more. I was in the choirs, and then my friend Justin made the a cappella group.
Okay.
Um, so I was in that, and then yeah, and now what I do is besides modeling and acting and stuff, I make my own indie pop music.
All right. Say that again. You do what? That third thing?
Modeling, acting, and then I make my own indie pop music.
You make your own what? Party stuff?
Indie pop.
What's
Indie pop.
what's that? Is that like sculpting?
No, indie pop is like indie, like independent, like the genre, and then pop, like pop music.
Oh, okay. So it's music.
Mhm.
Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, all right. I didn't know what you meant. Okay, now I got it. Good. All right. So you're a singer and a dancer too, right?
I don't dance, I just sing.
Okay.
I wish I could dance. That'd be awesome, but it looks so daunting.
Okay. Well, if he doesn't feel comfortable, then okay. But you sing too. Now I didn't know. I love that you're more multifaceted than I realized. Now, when you say did you sing when you were a child? Is that what you said? Going back to how old were you when you started?
Oh my God, ever since I could start singing, I was
Okay.
singing. But I never ever like I was in choir in middle school, and then in high school I was in choir my last year.
Okay.
But I was more focused on band. I really liked band. Band was like my thing. I
Okay.
really liked it.
Well, what did you play in the band?
I started with flute, and then
Oh,
in high school, I moved to bassoon for concert season, and then for pep band season, I was playing sousaphone, so marching flute, concert bassoon, and then pep band was sousaphone. Or it's actually the opposite, but it doesn't matter. It's all good. Yeah, so I was managing three instruments, which made it fun during rehearsals when I'd have to go back and forth. But I didn't mind. It was worth it.
yeah, yeah, of course. Wow. All right. So they're all wind instruments then. So that's cool. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. No piano, guitar, or drums. Everything was wind instruments.
Yeah, for band, but
Right.
I know how to play piano. Like I know the concept. I'm just not good. Like I can play canon and D and like that's about it. Like I can teach myself piano. I mean
Okay.
I could anyone could teach themselves like any instrument, I guess, but well I mean I don't know, but I could touch a piano. I can do that. Like there's one right there.
Okay.
Um
Okay, yeah, I know. I played the piano for 7 years. Yeah, it's a hard
wow.
instrument to master. I know,
Hmm.
everyone said I was very talented, and then eventually I just gave it up because I couldn't commit myself to doing it as a kid. Plus, I had other things going on. But
Yeah.
but I learned one thing about learning music is that once you learn it, you pretty much never forget it.
Hmm.
And you can always, if you ever want to, you can. If me, I mean, I don't know if I ever will, but I could always go back to it. I don't have a piano currently, but if I wanted to, I could get one. It's very cheap, and you can get a much more portable version today than you could have gotten, back when we were kids.
Oh
All right,
yeah.
yeah. All right. Well, okay. So when did you stop modeling?
That was January. I was like setting up in like September 2021, but like I started my first photo shoot was January 2022.
Oh, okay. So you're kind of well. So now you're in your third year.
Yep.
All right, well, tell me about your first one. We're going to look at some. By the way, we're going to look at some of your pictures, and we're going to look at a little video about halfway through the show of some runway stuff You did.
Yeah,
So,
it's a progression of my runway walk, so it starts really bad and then it gets better.
oh, okay, good. All right. Well, I don't want to say. Don't say starts bad. I mean, everything. All it is that you started out. You weren't as confident until got it in the rhythm, and then you felt better about it, and that's basically what that's all about.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Well, what are you currently working on then? What are you modeling today?
So honestly, I've taken a bit of a step back. Like I'm still like present and I still would love to model. I haven't found anything like crazy worthwhile because so my first year the first half of my first year, so January to April or May, I shot with amazing photographers and a lot of my pictures were great.
Okay.
Like that's where a lot of my original portfolio pictures came from. But then after May, I started just shooting with anyone who wanted to shoot, and that was kind of a mistake because I'm not like the I'm not the like most prettiest person in the world, so it's hard to shoot me, honestly. Like out of a photo shoot, I'll maybe get one perfect portfolio picture. Maybe.
Okay.
So when I was shooting with these just like random strangers, it was hard for them and it was hard for me to get that nice shot. And it sucked because like we had a great time. It just the outcome, like the pictures weren't great. So I really burnt myself out traveling. I was doing like a bunch of fashion shows, like micro ones. Um and I was traveling to all these photo shoots, and some of them would be paid like a little bit and then some wouldn't, which it doesn't matter to me, it's all good. But yeah, so I'm trying to pick opportunities because I've been I'm sorry to take a tangent, but I've been sick for a few years now, so I'm trying to take opportunities that don't expend all of my batteries and my spoons. So it's hard. It's hard looking for the right opportunity. And I'm not even looking that hard because I'm focusing like I just started voice acting and it's so fun, but I'm so bad at it. So yeah, it's just I'm just kind of all over the place.
What do you say? You just started voice acting? What's that?
So
Is that like animation, cartoons?
yeah.
Oh,
So
wow. Cool.
yes. So right now I'm in like a machinima movie. Not like anything crazy, just casual.
Okay. Okay.
Machinima movie. There's this little animation I'm in. It's really funny. I have this part where I'm like, come watch TV, and it's so out of because I'm a bad voice actor, so it's like it's so out of not out of pocket, but just out of nowhere. It's so funny. Oh my gosh.
Oh, okay. Well, did you write this? Who writes this stuff?
Just random strangers. So what happens is they'll post a casting call and I'll just submit to it and
Okay.
then they pick me and then I record my lines and then that's it. And does it get finished? Maybe. But hopefully and then I see the final product and then I laugh at myself.
Good for you. Okay. Now you said you've done have you ever had any other acting roles I mean, you mentioned acting too. Talk about some of those that you had.
So I've had a total of three acting roles. The first one, it didn't get made. The second one, my part got dropped. The third one is still in production. We use mocap. I'm not sure how to pronounce it.
Okay.
Um, but we didn't do the dots. We just, I don't know. It was awesome. It was a great experience. I met some great people. Um, yeah, yeah. So I haven't done a lot of acting. The problem is I can't remember lines at all.
Okay.
Like one sentence is like the maximum I can do. So it's hard being like, "Oh, I'll do that," and then not not being able to memorize stuff. So yeah.
Have you ever acted in a music video? They're a little easier and you get plenty of coverage if you do.
I definitely had the opportunity to do so, but I can't remember what happened exactly. I think the content was getting a little like not safe for work, and then I was like not okay with it because
Okay.
I only do safe for work stuff. So yeah, I mean I don't know. I definitely want to like get into that though.
Okay, yeah, you should because that might be. Now, what about, I mean, do you still perform music at all now?
So I don't go out and perform, but I do like record. I just finished an EP at my friend's house.
Okay.
And because he records, mix and masters. His name's Jim Lawrence Wilson Music.
Okay.
Um and yeah, I just finished recording that and he's gonna get that to me soon and then that should be out April, May, maybe. And that's gonna be my first EP. But I have a bunch of singles out. I have a lot of collaborations. I have some features. So yeah, 2024 was really productive for me.
Oh, great. Okay. Well, we're about halfway through the show, and now we're going to watch a little video of Court's work. So we'll enjoy it, and we're going to come right back, and she's going to talk about it. Oh, Court, that was great. What did we just watch?
So we just saw some of my portfolio pictures, maybe. I'm not sure if they came up, but the video was
No,
my
no, just
progression
watch
of
the portfolio pictures will be edited in as, along the show.
okay.
But just
Sorry
talk about
about
the video.
that.
No, 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 it's fine. It's fine. Talk about the video.
So the video is I would take these runway walk videos for auditions or before it was for I had a mentor and then they got mean to me so I ditched them. But I used to have a mentor so I would show my videos to them.
Okay.
Um And so at first I had nowhere in my house to walk because it's a little cluttered. So I was doing it in like random places, and then eventually it got nice outside, so I was doing it outside. And you can see too, like I developed an eating disorder in May, so you can see me like slowly get bigger and bigger. Just fun facts. Um, but yeah, so it's just me getting better, and then me in some shows. I don't have all the shows on video, unfortunately, but I did have some of them, luckily. So yeah, it's just a little stitch. And unfortunately, I lost the like original video, so all I have are those edits. So
Okay.
hopefully they're good edits.
Oh, okay. Well, you lost them. Okay. All right.
Yep.
Okay. Now, what I was wondering is, now, have you ever tried writing a song or something that you could perform?
Yes, so that's what I do is I
Oh,
write my own music,
oh, you
and then
do?
I just don't perform live. I performed live like once, I think, like as Court Lee.
Yeah.
Um But I don't perform live. I don't like it. It's like really uncomfortable, and it doesn't give you like super much profit for the amount of work you do.
Right.
I guess it also depends on the opportunity. But also the way I do my music is like unless I like really wanted to practice and develop like a good part for the instrument I would play or sing along to a track, my instrument, my not my instrument, my music is really simplistic. Like my first song, Pretty Little Sunset, is just like a simple drum pattern, a little bass part, and then chords on a piano. So if I wanted to do that live, it would just be chords, and unless I did it to a track, I just feel like it wouldn't be like very interesting too.
Okay. Did you ever do any of your music on YouTube?
So my music's out on YouTube, but I don't have covers, and I don't plan on doing covers either. My friend was like, you should definitely do covers, and I was like, oh, I don't know, but I have something coming up, so I might have to like reduce my social media presence. So not sure yet. I really don't know what I'm gonna do, but yeah, I mean, I'd like to do covers on YouTube. It's just hard to like sit there and have the instrument and not be nervous and look good because I don't want to look bad.
Of course. Of course. Now, you say covers, you're talking about doing other people's songs. I'm talking about writing your own stuff.
Yeah, so I could do that too. It's just hard because again, it's like performing live. Like if I did it with the instrument right there instead of to a track, like how interesting would that be if it's just chords on a piano?
Well, if it sounded good, it still would be interesting. Do you sing along?
Sing along. Yeah, I mean, if I was gonna do like a performance on YouTube, I would definitely like sing along. I mean, because I think that's how it would go, is I'd play the instrument, sing at the same time,
Right.
or maybe I could stitch them together like some people do. But yeah.
Did you go to college at all, or you look young enough to be in college? And if so,
Yeah,
where?
thank you. Yeah, so I went to the my state's local community college for engineering, and then right now I'm at an online self-paced school for supply chain and management.
Okay.
Um and I would be studying engineering. It's just there's no like self-paced programs out there that are also online and chill. So I'm doing supply chain, and then hopefully after I can get an engineering job.
Would you say engineering?
Yep.
Okay. Well, what did you want? Now you're majoring. You have a psych class you're talking about too. You mentioned psych. You're into that. You're doing that too.
No.
Oh, I thought you said psychiatric stuff. Okay.
No, I said supply chain and operations
Oh,
management.
supply chain. Okay, I'm glad I asked the question because I thought you said you were a psych major partly or minor on something. Okay. All
Mhm.
right. So what exactly are you? What does the future look like now? With that having been said, what you just told me, where do you want to take that in the next
So
5 years or
my
so?
my plan is my plan ever since high school was get my engineering degree, take the FE exam, get a job, take the PE exam, become a professional, a
Okay.
licensed engineer. Um, but with the supply chain degree, I think it's gonna throw a kink in things because I think I can still get my FE license, but I think I'd have to go somewhere else for it.
Okay.
Um, and then the PE like it just without an engineering bachelor's, it just makes it harder. And also it's hard because I'm not gonna have that knowledge from school. I'd have to learn it myself, which isn't a problem. It just like, school is nice. It's like a net. Um, but yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, what you just told me was a little over my head. I don't even really know what engineers do. I was always kind of curious, except for when they used to run trains, but that was in like the 19th century. But so what do they do now?
So it depends on what branch you major in or specialize in. So excuse me. For me, I was in mechanical, but then I switched to industrial. So industrial engineers try to make the whole operation more efficient.
Okay,
They're kind of like supply chain people, but instead of like the business oriented and people oriented, they're more like ergonomics, efficiency, like etc. And it's really cool. I love it. Like mechanical engineering was really cool. Like learning about mechanics, dynamics, statics was really cool, but honestly, like just making systems more efficient is much more appealing to me.
okay. I'm not sure. I mean, that sounds awesome. But you are going to continue doing the modeling and the music too, right?
Yep.
Okay, all right. Now, do you know how to edit your own videos? Or do you have someone else do that, or do you do it like with other people?
So, I like if it's light editing, like cuts,
Yeah, everything.
I can
Okay,
do my own cuts, but if I wanted better editing, I'd probably go to my partner, Orange Lappies. He well that's his like go-to name. He does like he's just so funny. He knows how to edit stuff. He's just great. Great overall.
okay, all right. That's good. So yeah. I guess you've been working. How many years you've been working with him for?
Um I'm not sure. We're kind of have like an unofficial like work relationship, like so on and off. I'd say like a few years. He's been doing my cover art ever since Love's a Waltz in 2024. So last year. So yeah, I'd say around then.
Okay, so what about modeling? How's that? How many projects have you got on tap now that we're coming in the spring?
Absolutely none.
Oh, okay, all
I
right.
yeah.
I mean, are you seeking to do? Are you going to try to? I mean, I know you said you took some time off, but are you going to go back to it eventually?
Yes, so I'm kind of waiting for sundress season because I have this dress and I got other dresses.
You want to
Um,
be out. You want to be out on the beach, right? Is that it?
So maybe not on the beach, but like a grassy knoll, like
Yeah.
just a field, like something nice. I'd love to get pictures like that. Because I had a conversation with this it was I can't remember Chuck Coleman, I think his name was,
Okay.
and but they said to like try to find your specialty. So I want my specialty to be like sundresses and stuff. And now that I'm plus size, it would be plus size sundresses. So I'm trying to get like a good commercial portfolio demonstrating that, among other things. And then, getting that portfolio, applying to agencies. Like I already have my digitals. They're okay.
Okay.
Um, but yeah.
All right. That's good. But you're waiting for the weather to really warm up.
Yep.
Do you still have people that are working with you that are gonna do? I mean, do you have any specific photographers that you're working with that you're happy with now?
I don't think I have anyone in mind. Like if I were, cause I mean also like I don't think I could hit someone up and be like, hey, do you want to shoot? Like, cause I just feels really scary and uh, um, but yeah, I think what would happen is I'd probably be on like the Facebook groups and stuff like that, Model Mayhem, like Craigslist and stuff with a buddy, not going by myself, but and just see what's up and maybe develop some like further relationships with people. Like I have some like like acquaintances, like some makeup acquaintances and stuff, but I'm not sure if anyone would be like willing to like offer their services, especially for me. I'm not like the prettiest like thing. So it's hard. It's hard.
Well, you've done
It's
it, and
hard
it's
modeling.
incredible. The fact that you've done it and you've come this far is pretty amazing.
Thank you.
You look good. And by the way, I'm just curious: is Courtly your real name, or is it short for
Yeah.
something? Oh, it is. So
Yep.
it's Court, not Courtney.
Yep.
Wow. Okay, that's interesting. That's unusual because usually Court is usually short for something, but not in your case.
Mhm. Yep.
Okay. And you have a pretty funny email address, Courtstellation.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my username for everything.
Now, do you ever do anything else in entertainment? I mean, do you ever done any like stand-up comedy, anything like that? Would you ever consider
Nope.
it?
Nope. All I do is the modeling and then trying to get into acting, music. and then I'm just now getting to voice acting. I think, oh, I used to stream under a different name, Potato Queen. I used to stream. I did that for a few months, and then I stopped. But I'd like, if my circumstances change, I'd like to get back into that. But it's just, it's a huge time sink. It's like 4 hours, and it's a long time just to be chilling, and like when I could be doing like anything else, anything productive. So yeah.
Well, I mean, all right, what about, have you ever written anything like poetry or anything blurbing, blogging, anything like that?
I used to write when I was a kid. I'd write a lot about mermaids. So
Okay.
maybe if my mermaids obsession came back, then I'd totally write about mermaids because they're awesome. Um, but yeah, that's it.
Oh, do you ever draw? You ever draw or sculpt? Do you do any other artwork besides just, modeling? I mean, just you know what I mean? Draw, sculpt, paint, anything like
Um,
that?
so I couldn't draw a circle if I wanted. But what I do is make jewelry. I don't have any examples on hand. Actually, let's see if these are any good.
Let's take a
Nope, they're
look.
all
Oh,
trash.
okay. Well, don't
They're
worry
all
about it.
they're
If you
all
don't have
awful.
them. All right. Well,
Um,
I'm okay. All right. Well,
oh, sorry.
all right. So you keep them busy crafting. You do crafting too.
Yep.
Okay. Well, guess what, Court? We're in the final 5 minutes of the show. I hope you had fun talking to me.
Yeah, it was awesome. Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, thank you. All right, so what I want you to do in the remaining time is give some shouts out to people that are going to see the show. A lot of people are going to see it. And then we'll
Mhm.
wrap it up with my snap and the way we began it. So go ahead, just condense them.
Okay. I guess there's my boyfriend, and then my family, my friends, like, Jim Lawrence Wilson, Orange Lappies, Orange Peaks, rest in peace. There's Juniper Bends, rest in peace, Juniper Bends. Um, I think it's Cloud Heap now. I'm not sure.
Well, it's okay.
I think that might be it.
Well, they all know that they all know you're thinking of them. Now, but that having been said, if you know anybody that might be a good guest for me, you got my digits. Have them contact me. We'll get them on the show either in person or by Zoom. I always prefer the in-person interview, but Zoom works well, obviously, because it is as we speak. Now, one thing I want to know too is, do you have anything coming up in the near future or even the far future that you might want to mention that before we wrap the show up? I just want to make sure we cover everything. If not, that's fine, but I always ask every guest that before we wrap the show up.
Yeah, so I have an EP coming out, which is like, it's like an album, but like half an album basically.
Okay,
It's called Heartbreaker. It's gonna be out either April or May, like the
okay.
beginning of May, like the first Friday of May or some Friday in April. And then I can have like a pre-save link on my Facebook, my Instagram stories. And then when the time comes, it'll come out, and it's 4 songs, and they're all about heartbreak. And and yeah.
I know that well, believe me. Okay, all right, that's awesome. Okay, well, you did a wonderful job. I really appreciate you coming on as a guest. And I'm just curious, like, do you like polka dots? I noticed you got them on your dress. That's sort of like a.
I found this dress at Savers. It's not even that I like polka dots. It's like, this is just such a cute dress.
It
It's
is, yeah,
adorable. I
yeah.
love it.
Well, I don't know. I get a sense that you. I know, but I get a sense that you like nice color schemes and patterns and stuff like that. I just sort of get that about you as I talk. Like even the cover of your bed there, you got some nice color schemes there. So I notice stuff
Yeah,
like that. I just think you have an eye for stuff. That's all. And
maybe. I mean, I've had this for a long time, so I think maybe like like so long that like I think my parents actually got it for me. So maybe not. But like normally I dress very like gray man, so literally like gray. I'll wear like a neutral color top and then black everything else. So like black shorts, black shoes. I have a black hair tie, like just black. And black and gray is like my go-to.
okay, no, that's cool. So yeah, so you like. I see how you like to coordinate your colors and stuff. All
Mhm.
right. Well, all right. So Courtney, I have one last. I'm sorry. See here, how did I do that? I called you Courtney. I didn't think I'd screw up, but I did. But forgive me. What I'm going to ask you is one favor. We're going to wrap the show up in in about a minute. Will you stick around and my tech guy will take pics for Facebook and I'll tag you. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's
You,
fine.
you can tag me if you want as well. Okay, great
Yeah.
job, Courtney. All right, folks, more great episodes of Topic Time coming up. We're going to wrap it up and snap out now. So get psyched for more and enjoy this one.
Lighting for ECAT production provided by the Avery Lee Williams Family Foundation.